Everyone knows it and everyone loves it. The nuke is one of the most silly, high-powered weapons in the game. Insane amount of damage. This is very clearly based off a nuclear missile meant to be dropped from a plane. What some people have done, including, the devs themselves, is they make little drones with nukes that fly in, basically ICBM bots. But what if we actually drop this like an unguided nuke? So if we use a separator block with a nuke, it'll just drop it, right? Oh. Beautiful. So in the generic block setter, there is breadboard test variable. Can I actually have a named breadboard over here and we set the test variable? So now we set the test variable to 10. All right, so the nuke breadboard's test variable is 10. Now if we get the value of the nuke breadboard, ooh, it does work. If I switch this to 15, this switches to 15. Meaning, we can set this to have it so that if the vehicle's altitude, that's dangerous. But our plane's going to be flying high, so it doesn't matter. So if our altitude is less than the set point, I hope I can blow up a nuke with this. April 1st. Wait, was the nuke an April Fool's Day joke? Huh. So now when we separate it, it should blow up at 5 meters exactly. Wait. What? Hello? Okay, you can't compare floats and integers, apparently. Can you convert a float into an integer? It's capital I int and it works. There we go. God damn. Less excitingly, the next step is just build the bomber before we can continue testing. So the more recent one is the B-21 Raider. But this is a stupid and ugly ship with not a lot of good vision. Nobody likes this ship. This ship sucks ass. So we're going to be basing it sort of off the B-21 bomber, or B-2 Spirit. What's that? So when it starts getting more intense, when it switches to the 3 block versus the 2 block, we're gonna have it start sweeping upwards. I mean, should we do this? No. It's completely unnecessary. And this is kind of overkill for how small scale the jet is anyway. Wouldn't it be kind of cool? It would be. Ah, if only the placement really worked with this. You don't look at it from this angle, it looks perfect. So realistically, 10 engines will be running. We're going to need 1200 power. Plate here. Those don't connect either. So if I do a nuke right here. Now, if this hits the water, it's gone, right? Or hits 5. Okay. Noted. That will be an important consideration. Let's crank the gain all the way down so it's not wiggling around and shit. 90 meters per second. That was what I was hoping for with like this insanely small profile. This shit is so goofy, but it's kind of cool. I do like it. And last little thing we need is our repair bot. Got to give it turning capabilities. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of critical. My fault. How much do you need to have a decent turning radius? Apparently that's enough. This thing is way too low. And this thing disengages way too soon. This thing needs to just fly straight over. Please. Please. Oh, sweet. Flyover mode. Okay, we are flying away. I think it looks like, this thing almost looks like Mjolnir. I might rename it. It's a weird looking ship. I like it. What the fuck? If we remove this... But if we separate it, part of the thing you want to separate is attached to the main vehicle. So does it... Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Go. Uh-oh. It doesn't actually care what if the attachments are legal, just that the things are adjacent to each other. So even if they're not attaching, it'll still count. So like it'll count these two as attaching even though they're like very clearly not. So it should slow down when it gets close so it can drop safely. The better way might just be to do a helicopter. And this will just be our altitude spinner. What? Oh. Okay, the moment it starts to roll the slightest bit, it just tweaks out. In terms of its movement. Goofy ass fish bomber. If I do... This is all decoration, so it will be able to clip through. Uh-oh. That's not very good. The nuke wasn't supposed to go there. I'm going to make this invincible before I continue building. What the fuck? Why does it do that? Watch, it creates it and then drops it. And it goes sideways. Okay, so this just doesn't work. So it was never my fault. The separators just weirdly twist the thing they create. Just kind of all over the place at the start. I need a bigger bomb bay, I guess. That makes it more vulnerable, which I don't like. Placing a docking station behind this vehicle to have a vehicle automatically dock. Okay, cool. Well, it just fucking didn't, unless it has to be the full sized. Alright. Nope, it just doesn't work. And hanging underneath the bottom of the squirrel is a large sack of thermonuclear detonating device. Airplane. Its behavior is going nuts, and it uses Airplane 2.0. Oh, that's kind of amazing. Oh, we actually did some... Oh, because one of them did damage to the other. Huh. Turns out the flying squirrel's, like, tweaker nature also includes its altitude measurements. God, this has to be terrifying. This is so expensive. This is chewing through so many resources. Each one of these bombs is 2,500. Oh. Oh no. It did nothing. It pushed the ship. It just pushed the ship. Oh. It pushed the ship. It's done like literally no damage. I've had fun with this episode. And the fucking shitload of nukes dropping from the flying squirrels is funny, but I don't know if unguided nuke is a reasonable thing to make. Oh well. They can't all be winners. Yeah, I can't, but I feel like a winner seeing the flying squirrels throw the nukes everywhere. I can't. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I can't just leave this. It's too cool of a tech. I need to do something with this. I need this to actually work someday. This will work someday. I think we had a cool and unique shape, and I want to preserve that as much as possible. I don't know about this, though. I kind of like this. I kind of like the, like, weirdly tall face. And then I'm going to put... Ooh, what about 2 different windows? That might look kind of cool. Oh, this is kind of cool. If you don't know, if there's stacked glass... If there's stacked glass, it only takes the closest one's color and applies that. So it's black from the outside, and this looks like a Minecraft Phantom. Oh, nar. I made it look like the shittiest mob. Oh, this thing kicks ass. I'm gonna build more flying wings. Now this is enough room for a nuclear bomb bay. That's fine. And we don't need to give it clearance because unlike our other ones, bring me back to my ship, please. Unlike the other ones, this is on a sub-object, meaning it doesn't need to, these won't be attached. The separator should release it cleanly, right? Right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have... I have decided to arm my ship well. So, despite the very sad and very unfortunate resemblance to Minecraft Phantom, worst mob in Minecraft, I really like the way this looks. And this... Oh god. What the fuck? So fuck it. We just want balanced roll. It switched these into pictures. Never mind. We can just... Were these all pictures? It just didn't have roll control. Never mind. Oh my god, it's so much cleaner. Wow, it's just so much better. Alright, let's do a Kalmar with no firing and no movement. This should be the easiest thing to lock onto and fly over. Yes. 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 And then it releases them. Oh. Yes. No, my fucking cheaty invisible rudder hit it. Okay, it was nowhere near. We just gotta kind of tune that. I need to make it just turn faster. It just needs to turn faster. Alright, now we actually have some juice to turning. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, too far. Come on, please. It's way too late in the night. Oh, it's perfect. They just all went too far to the side. But my nuclear bomber works! It works! Alright, now, I do think this ship deserves some more armaments, and we can definitely fit some, like, lower guns here. And maybe some cruise missiles mounted on the side, so it'll have, like, multiple ways of attack, like a semi-serious ship. For now, I think this is it where I'm gonna call it. Let me know if you want to see this thing return in the future, get refined a little bit more, maybe with some more sophisticated calculation of when it should drop. Thing gets hit. None of the vital things got hit. Anyway, let me know if you want to see this again. And leave any suggestions you have in the comments below, or check out my Discord and drop them in the suggestions channel there. I am much more likely to respond, but it is way too late for me to keep doing it. So, have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, it shot down one of the nukes. That's cool.